For finding the value, as you know, sin inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse, always 1, always x. Here cos inverse x will become 1 and this point will be cos 1. Next, sin inverse sin. And now this is cos inverse cos. Cos inverse 1. This is only simply cos 1. Come to this point, cos inverse cos x. Come to the point. This is the graph of cos inverse cos x. This is your pi, this is your 2 pi. This value is 2 pi minus 2 and pi is 3. Means this point will lie in this region and the equation will be 2 pi minus x. 2 pi minus x. Cos inverse cos 2 pi minus, this value will become cos inverse, cos inverse cos 2 pi minus 2 pi plus 2. That is simply 2. So this will become sin 2. Right? And now come to the point, sin inverse sin x. The graph of sin inverse sin x is this, pi minus 1. This is your pi by 2. This is your pi. Pi minus 1 will be active at this line and this equation will be pi minus x, and the point is pi minus pi plus 1, that is sin 1. And this value is simply 1 and it is sin 1. Come to the point. Sin 2 is always greater than sin 1 and sin 1 is greater than or less than cos 1. Sin 1 is greater than cos 1. Then the value is, come to the point. Now here sin 1 is not less than sin 2. So B number option is wrong. This is same cos 1. This is sin 2. This is sin 1. Earlier we have seen. Come to this point. Cos inverse cos 2t pi minus 1. And this cos inverse cos t pi plus 2. And the next D number, come to the point, sin inverse. Cot inverse cot, cosec inverse, sec inverse sec, tan inverse. Come to the point. Come to the point. This is your sin 4. Come to the graph. This is your sin x, sin inverse sin x. This is your pi. This is your 4. And this value will be pi minus 4. So this will provide pi minus 4 value. Pi minus 4. For cos inverse x, this will provide pi minus 4 because cos inverse cos x is x. Now tan inverse x, this will provide pi minus 4. For sec inverse sec x, graph is like this and pi minus 4 value is negative. So sec inverse sec x will give 4 minus pi. Cosec inverse cosec x, this is lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this will provide 4 minus pi. And cot inverse cot 4 minus pi, this is also in the region, positive region. So it is 4 minus pi. So this answer is also correct. So now C number option, we are going to check C number option here. Sigma t is equal to 1 to 5000. Cos inverse cos 2t pi minus 1. 2t pi minus 1. Come to the point. Come to the point. This is your question. This is your graph of cos inverse cos x. At t is equal to 1, value is 2 pi minus 1. This is your 2 pi point and minus 1 is this. Means line will active this. This line is 2 pi minus x. So at t is equal to 1, at t is equal to 1, value will be 2 pi minus 1. That is 1. Come to the point. For t is equal to 2, this will be equal to 4 pi minus 1. This is the point 4 pi. 4 pi minus 1, this is the value. And point will be 4 pi minus 1. And now value will be 1. For each value, what we have seen, the value is 1. Therefore, sigma of this is equal to nothing but it is 5000. Sigma of this is equal to 5000. Next point is, next point is t is equal to 1 to 500 cos inverse cos t pi plus 2. Come to the point. Sigma t is equal to 2500 cos inverse cos t pi plus 2. Come to the point. My dear, this is your graph of cos inverse cos x. And the point is 2 pi, 4 pi, 3 pi, whatever, pi. Come to the point. For t is equal to 1, the value is equal to pi plus 2. Pi plus 2 will active on this line, and the value is equal to 2 pi minus pi, 2 pi minus pi plus 2, and the value is pi minus 2. Next value is pi minus 2. For t is equal to 2, my dear, 2 pi plus 2, and 2 pi plus 2 is active on this line, and the value is x minus 2 pi. So 2 pi plus 2 minus 2 pi, and value is 2. For t is equal to 3, value is 3 pi plus 2. Come to the point. 3 pi plus 2 is active on this line. 3 pi plus 2 active on this line, and the line is 4 pi minus x, and the value is 4 pi minus 3 pi, 4 pi minus 3 pi plus 2, and the value is pi minus 2. Now what we have seen, pi minus 2 plus 2, pi minus 2 means, what is this? Pi minus 2 plus 2, and the value is, for this value will be 1250 pi. One pair will provide pi minus 2 plus 2 pi. So total number of pair will be 1250. So its value will be 1250 pi.